thinking, and I am also a skier,
Wait, you gotta turn it on, the mic.
right?
Is it off?
Can you hear me?
It's on.
It's on. I'm here as a fellow skier with a question mark. I skied with Larry, actually mostly behind Larry. I was his cleanup guy. Now you gotta realize, when you're skiing behind somebody that has outriggers, a ski that's from here to the other wall, all these gloves, he doesn't have an accident very often, but when he does, it's a frickin' yard sale. I gotta be there to pick all this stuff up. And it takes hours. But he was very gracious. Occasionally he'd buy a cocktail for me. Larry Barnes, B-Man, Larry Barnes, Barnesy, Larry Franklin. To me, he's just a hell of a friend. Always will be. And I loved him dearly. I will tell you, I wasn't going to tell you any funny stories, but I'll give you one. We were fortunate enough to be invited to Jamaica with the Barneses. They have some businesses over there. They invite their friends. They take great care of them. At the end of the day, were you involved in that, Jim? We decided we wanted to go scuba diving. We found an instructor. None of us were certified divers, but the hell, we're athletes, right? So and we had a lot to drink, so we thought we could pull this off. So we met an Australian gentleman, and he decided that he would take us out. We had to meet at his office, and he's got a pool there, and we had to do some certain things. We had to be able to clear a mask, so on and so forth. We all agreed to that. Did you know about this, Linda?
Yes, I do have some memory of it.
Anyway, the next day we get there, and I forget, Charlie's got bad ears back there. Next day we get there, and I noticed this instructor's a little bit nervous, and he's not in a big hurry to leave and take us out into the water. And came over and put his arm around me, and he says, well, we got a problem here with your friend. I said, the friend with one leg, is that it? He says, yeah. He says, I don't think it's gonna work out there. I said, what, would you like me to have him jump in the pool and do a couple of laps? He said, yeah, that would be great. So he did. You know, I swam with Larry at noon at the way. You know, he's a great swimmer. And make a long story short, we got it done. This guy later told me, he said, I just thought that Larry would probably swim in circles. No, he does not swim in circles. All right, one more story. I promise I'd never tell this story. Linda, huh?
Is this the motorcycle?
Yes, this is the motorcycle story. We believe it or not, we were on the Iowa side of the river with a gentleman by the name of Tom Hansen. Does anybody know Tom? Tom's the kind of guy, he would lighten up a room by leaving it. But anyway, we had a wonderful party at his house. We were getting ready to leave. Larry and Linda had a little trouble. Larry had a little trouble backing out. You got to understand, this driveway has a 80-foot drop down to the set of tracks. Highway. They got stuck there, so they got in the vehicle with Barbara and I. We had to get Linda out of the one side. It wasn't hurt at all, but they all got in my vehicle, and we thank God nobody got hurt. Went across the river, and as we got into Savannah, we realized that maybe we ought to have one more cocktail at Dominic and Maria's. So we go in there, and 2 cocktails later, we leave. And we finally get to my little farm outside of town, and the girls go inside thinking, made it back. Larry looks at me, and looks over the corner. I got a motorcycle sitting there. With a great set of pipes. He said, can you fire that up? I just like to hear that motorcycle. So I work it out in the middle of the garage. Thank God the girls are inside. I fire it up. It does sound good, bud. It really has a great set of pipes. Next thing you know, Larry's on the back of it. Garage door's up. get the smoke out. I go out the garage door, and now I have nowhere to turn around because we've had way too much to drink. It's easier to function on one of these things if you got a little speed. So I told Larry, I said, we're gonna go down the road here, and then I'm gonna find a place to turn around. Well, you know where Airport Road is, where I live? Well, the place we turned around was in Thompson, Illinois. Somebody got behind me, and I couldn't turn around. So I got off the bike, I was shaking like a leaf. I said, Larry, I'm gonna tell you this right